Your ex did something terrible behind your back. A family member helped them without you knowing. Archangel Michael says, you are being protected from a darkness you never asked for. Someone from your past pretended to love you, but their love was a disguise for deception. And worse, they didn't act alone. They were assisted by a family member who still sits silently, watching your pain unfold. This betrayal wasn't just accidental. It was premeditated, calculated, and woven through the fabric of your trust. The one you once held close in love and the one you called family became secret partners in a betrayal that stole your peace. Everything started with a whisper, one conversation behind your back that triggered a storm. They thought you would never find out, but the energy of truth has already started rising. Now the truth is pushing its way to the surface, like fire beneath the ground, ready to erupt. Comment if you feel this energy around you. The signs are not just coincidence. That familiar voice that keeps echoing in your ears, the dreams that repeat one face. This is not your imagination. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The ex who smiled in front of you carried a knife behind your back. They didn't leave your life because they outgrew you. They left after taking something valuable. And the family member who was supposed to protect you opened the door for them. It was all part of a cruel game. Your heart was the board, your trust the dice they rolled. But they forgot one thing: divine timing is always stronger than betrayal. Your ancestors have seen this happening and tried to send you signs. You may remember feeling uneasy whenever that family member smiled too hard, or how your ex always seemed too close to someone in your family without a real reason. Comment, truth is surfacing, if this resonates. They weren't just friends, they were secretly exchanging messages about you. They plotted things like access to your information, your personal items, even things about your future. Type Amen to get blessing 444. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, the time to stay silent is over. What they did in the dark is coming into the light in unexpected ways. Watch for a letter, a digital file, or even an anonymous message that reveals everything. They thought they covered their tracks. They even mocked your intuition. But the heavens have heard the prayers you whispered through your tears. The truth is being revealed piece by piece. You may notice sudden changes in how that family member avoids your gaze, or your ex suddenly trying to reconnect as if nothing happened. Comment if you've recently seen a strange number or repeated symbol. These are signals from the divine that justice is approaching. The same people who hurt you will now watch you rise beyond what they thought they destroyed. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You will not remain in the pain they left you in. Your soul is being pulled into a higher realm of clarity. And soon, what they did will haunt them in ways they didn't expect. Your ex is already feeling the collapse of what they tried to build from your pain. They're pretending everything is fine, but their nights are haunted. Not by your memory, but by the guilt of what they did and who they did it with. The family member involved thought they'd never be caught. They laughed behind closed doors, saying you were too emotional to figure it out. But now, even their closest friends are beginning to notice their fear. Comment, the masks are falling. One of them will soon expose the other. It always happens when betrayal begins to rot from within. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There's something they took from you. It may have been money, secrets, or even the name attached to an opportunity. And they divided it, promising to never speak about it again. But they underestimated the power of divine memory. What was taken will find its way back to you, doubled. Because you didn't deserve betrayal, you deserved loyalty. Your silence was never weakness. It was the calm before the storm that will now cleanse your path. Don't be surprised if you hear someone say, "I didn't know this was happening behind your back." Comment if you've had a sudden urge to block or distance yourself from someone. That urge is your spirit protecting you. This next chapter won't include the ones who used you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, "The heavens have recorded this moment. No betrayal goes unnoticed in the eyes of divine justice. You were chosen to walk through this fire to come out golden. Your energy is rising. The shadows that once followed you are now afraid. They can no longer hide, and they know their time of exposure is near. There's someone who will soon come forward with truth. They were once close to your ex or that family member. But they can no longer carry the guilt of knowing what was done to you." Comment, the informant is coming. This person will not ask for anything in return. They simply want to unload the weight of what they've kept hidden too long. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Your ex tried to destroy your name behind closed doors. They told stories that were lies, manipulating others to doubt your purity. But those words are returning to their source like poisoned arrows. Your strength is about to shock everyone involved. Even the family member who thought you would crumble is now watching you stand taller. The universe has chosen you to walk in clarity while they sink in their own confusion. Don't be shocked if old friends start apologizing or acting differently. They're realizing they were fed lies. You don't need to explain yourself. Your energy speaks the truth louder than words. Comment if you've been dreaming of an argument or betrayal scene. That's your soul confirming what's happening. Everything hidden is now under divine inspection. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Your healing will terrify them, because it means their control is broken. They fed on your tears, but now your joy will starve them of power. Soon, someone from their side will break the silence. They will reveal screenshots, recordings, or conversations you never imagined. What was kept in secret is bursting forth in the light of truth. Don't panic when the revelation comes. Your spirit already knew this moment would arrive, and you are more ready than ever to face it with divine fire. Comment, justice is knocking. You won't need to fight the same way again. Let the universe show you how deeply you were loved even when you were being betrayed. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The next few days will bring clarity. Things may seem to fall apart, but they are falling into divine realignment. Doors that were closed because of their interference are being blown open now. Your ex's influence is being dismantled. Their circle is becoming unstable. Even those who once believed them are now waking up to the truth. You are stepping into a period of elevation, one where your past will no longer define your presence. Your spirit is glowing with an untouchable power now. Comment, I reclaim my peace. You're no longer the victim. You are the survivor, the warrior, the chosen one. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. There's a divine conversation. happening about you. In realms beyond the physical, angels are preparing your restoration. A new chapter is beginning, and it won't include pain disguised as love. The family member involved may try to apologize, but their words won't match the damage they did. Forgiveness is yours to give, but forgetting is not required. This message has reached you for a reason. Because the betrayal has an expiration date, and it's already passed. Now, everything shifts in your favor. Comment, I am chosen for breakthrough. You've endured enough. Let divine fire carry you into the glory that was delayed but never denied. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Your strength is making noise in places where they once laughed about your downfall. Now the tables are turning, and they are the ones being watched. Not by you, but by consequences that they never thought would come. The truth does not remain buried forever. It leaks, it whispers, and then it shouts. And now, the shout is echoing through the spaces where they tried to hide your light. Someone who stood beside them during the betrayal is cracking under guilt. They've started pulling away from them slowly, afraid of the storm they know is coming. You may notice someone suddenly becoming overly kind to you. That's a sign. Comment, the shift has begun. Because it has. And no amount of denial will stop what's unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The messages they once deleted are not fully gone. The conversations they had in secret will find a way to the surface. There's a device, a cloud backup, or even a printed copy that still exists. You are not crazy for feeling that something never added up. Your soul has been piecing it together even while your heart tried to ignore it. But now, your soul and heart are standing in unity for truth. The family member who helped your ex? They had something to gain, money, power, or revenge masked as concern. They pretended to be worried about your well-being, while feeding your ex information. Comment if you felt a shift in energy around this person recently. That tension is your inner self alerting you. You are more aware than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. You might receive a strange phone call or email in the coming days. It may not seem connected at first, but it is. A truth is waiting to be unlocked, and that call will be the key. Archangel Michael says, a divine investigator has been assigned to your case. This spiritual force is already breaking down walls of lies and deception. They are bringing exposure to those who thought your silence was weakness. There will be a moment when someone breaks down in front of you. They will say they didn't know what they were doing. But their tears won't undo the damage. Comment, no more lies in my space. You're done giving chances to the same cycle. The lesson is learned, and now the blessing begins. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are protected from further betrayal. The circle that once trapped you is being torn open. You are stepping through with power, clarity, and undeniable favor. You will soon hear someone speak your name in a setting you didn't expect. They'll be speaking about what was done to you, defending you even. Because now, people are beginning to see who was truly at fault. The person who tried to ruin your reputation is losing theirs. Your silence gave them rope, and now they're tying themselves in knots. Every mask is slipping, every shadow is being exposed. Comment, light reveals all things. Because what's hidden is becoming loud. And your spirit is prepared for it. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Someone who once sided with your ex is rethinking everything. They are beginning to distance themselves and question their own loyalty. Your ex feels this shift and is panicking behind closed doors. Don't be surprised if they show up again pretending to care. They may say they've changed, but their motives remain the same. Do not let them near your peace again. The family member involved is starting to show signs of discomfort. They're avoiding certain topics, changing the subject when your name comes up. They know what's coming. Comment, I see clearly now. That clarity is your weapon and your armor. You are not who you were when this betrayal happened. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You've transformed through pain. The person they betrayed is gone, reborn in wisdom and strength. Now you walk with a confidence they can't understand. Their plan was to leave you broken, but you're rising like smoke from a sacred fire. You are being rebuilt in front of their eyes. And no matter how much they pretend, they feel it. They feel your detachment. They feel the divine wall that has been placed between you and their energy. Comment, I am no longer accessible to betrayal. Your soul is guarded. Your heart is not naive. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. There's a place they used to gossip about you. Maybe it was a home, a chat group, or a public gathering. Now, those spaces are echoing with shame and regret. People are realizing how pure your intentions were. They are seeing the manipulation for what it truly was. And the whispers are turning into apologies and shifted allegiances. Archangel Michael says, they cannot stop what is now in motion. You will rise and they will witness it. They may try to spin a new story, but it won't hold. Comment, truth clears all fog. Let the storm pass. You are already on the other side. Peace is finally returning to your life. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Watch for three things: an apology disguised as a check-in, a sudden offer from someone who once ghosted you, and a silent stare from someone who knows what happened. These are signs of exposure, signs that the energy is no longer in their favor. What once protected their lies is now gone. Someone is preparing to confess, not because they want to, because they have no choice. The truth has become too heavy for them to carry alone. Comment, I am ready for divine justice. The balance is shifting, and you will walk in the reward of survival. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The pain they caused will not define your future. It will shape your power, your path, and your purpose. You are not the victim. They are now prisoners of their own guilt. You are not being warned out of fear. You are being informed because you deserve awareness. Because awareness is your sword, and truth is your shield. Soon, you will no longer care what they think, because what they think is breaking apart. The illusion they built is crumbling with every passing hour. Comment, I choose truth over illusion. Your clarity is your victory, and your victory is already arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. You've come too far to be shaken now. You've already passed the test. This message is the confirmation. The betrayal was real, but so is your triumph. Let them watch from the shadows as you shine. They didn't believe in your strength. Now they have no choice. You are walking in freedom that they cannot touch. Every door they tried to close is opening again. But this time, it's opening into a new world where they are not invited. Your energy is shifting into sacred protection. Comment, they lost access to me. Say it with certainty, because it is done. And you are free. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The storm they created for you is now circling back to them. Your ex, who once stood proud over your heartbreak, is quietly falling apart. And the family member who assisted them is beginning to lose everything they used to gain from that betrayal. You were chosen to rise from what was meant to bury you, not just for survival, but for revelation. Because your story is not just yours, it is now a testimony. The people who once believed your ex's lies are seeing glimpses of their true nature. Even their smile has changed. It's weaker, forced, and hollow. The same lips that spread false stories about you now tremble when your name is mentioned. Comment, their truth is showing. The web they spun is unraveling. And every thread is exposing what they did to you. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Your energy has become too strong for them to manipulate anymore. They can't enter your spirit space again, no matter how softly they try. The divine barrier around you has been sealed. What they don't know is that your strength came from every tear they caused. They believe they broke you, but all they did was awaken the part of you they never knew existed. Now you are unshakable. You are not even angry anymore, because anger is too heavy for someone who has chosen peace. And your peace is poisoning their plans. Comment, peace is my power. Let this season remind you that silence is sometimes the loudest victory. And your silence is what made the universe move. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Archangel Michael says, the sword of truth has already struck. They tried to run from it, but the blade of justice is faster. It is cutting through all false stories, revealing every hidden message, and exposing every lie. You are not meant to fight them anymore, because the heavens are already doing what your hands no longer need to. Your only job now is to keep walking forward. A conversation is happening soon. Someone will approach you nervously, mentioning your ex or the relative. They'll tell you something that will finally connect all the missing dots. Comment, I'm ready for the truth. This confirmation is coming quickly, and it will be more than just words. It will come with proof. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The family member who betrayed you will soon make a sudden shift. You may hear of a health scare, a financial fall, or an unexpected public embarrassment. It will feel like karma, but it's not revenge, it's realignment. Because energy always returns to its sender, and the energy they sent toward you is returning multiplied. That's why you're being elevated and they're feeling pressure. Your ex is regretting everything, not because they miss you, but because they didn't expect to lose control. They fed off power, and now they have none. Comment, the tables have turned. You are not who they left, you're who they fear now. Fear not in the sense of danger, but in the power of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are glowing differently now. It's in the way you speak, the way you move, the way you no longer entertain drama. And it terrifies them. They wanted you broken, clinging, and begging for clarity. Instead, you turned their silence into wisdom. You turned their betrayal into boundaries. Someone who was part of their plan is quietly admiring your strength now. They were used as a pawn too, and now they wish they had stood with you sooner. This person may soon reach out. Watch for their timing. Comment: strength attracts clarity. The truth is now working for you, and what was once hidden is becoming obvious. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. A divine reward is coming. Not because you waited, but because you healed while waiting. And that level of growth always unlocks new favor. Expect financial shifts. A lost opportunity will be returned to you in a new, better form. Something with your name on it is finally being released. The ex who tried to steal your light may try to reconnect. They'll use charm, memories, or pretend regret. But their heart hasn't changed, their plan just failed. Comment: no more open doors. Because this time, you will not let them walk back in. You've closed that cycle for good. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. The family member is growing desperate. They can feel that your energy no longer trusts them. Their influence is fading and they're scrambling to hold on to relevance. Do not entertain fake gestures. You owe no one access who once watched you cry and remained silent. Let them sit in the discomfort of their own choices. Your angels are clearing your path of any remaining shadows. You'll feel lighter, more rested, more hopeful, more clear. That's not just healing, it's divine restoration. Comment: clarity is my crown. The fog they placed over your spirit is completely gone. You are standing in full awareness now. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You are not walking alone. There's an angel assigned to every broken moment you survived. And now they walk ahead of you, preparing divine appointments. Expect reconnections with souls who are aligned with your peace. People who want nothing from you but to see you shine. They are coming to replace the ones who used you. Your ex will see this change. It will eat them inside when they see the love, joy, and freedom you now carry. Because it proves they never destroyed you, they only delayed your destiny. Comment: my joy is untouchable. Every good thing delayed is now on its way. No one can block what's been anointed. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. This is a turning point. Not just for your healing, but for your legacy. You will now make decisions from strength, not trauma. You are no longer the version of yourself that once begged to be understood. Now, you stand so deeply in your worth that silence becomes your language. And in that silence, they hear the roar of your growth. Soon, someone will try to rewrite the story. They'll say, it wasn't like that. But your heart knows exactly what happened, and that's all that matters. Comment: my truth remains whole. Because you no longer need their validation. Your peace is your proof. Type Amen to get blessing 3131.